Hi everyone, it's Rose, the author of Excel with Love, and today I wanted to share a personal fact about myself, and maybe a personal story, which I hope it sends a positive message to whoever's watching this video. So for those of you who don't know my ethnicity, people often get it wrong, and they always say everything but Filipino. And I am actually half Filipina. I have a Filipino mother, and I grew up very immersed in Filipino culture. I remember learning Tagalog by watching Tagalog movies with my mom growing up, and I can actually speak fluent Tagalog. I grew up eating things like bagoong, which is a fermented fish sauce or shrimp paste. One of my favorite things to eat is called jeprox, which is a dry salted fish that when you fry it, it tastes, well, I call it Filipino chips. It's so good. And there's so many things that I love about being Filipino and our culture. And, if any of you have Filipino friends, I'm sure you've been to a Filipino party and have experienced all the food that's at a Filipino party. And, I see that Filipinos, we love to sing and dance, and we're happy people and kind and caring. I'm sure if you were ever in a hospital or clinic, you've had a Filipino nurse. Filipinos tend to be caregivers or work in hospitality or call centers, and it's because we're very friendly people and very caring. And one aspect of my culture that I really love is the concept of bayanihan. And bayanihan, in its translation, I believe, is community unity. And it's this concept of everybody in the community comes together to help someone out. Like in the olden days, if somebody, like let's say their roof was broken, it needed to be fixed, everybody in the community would come over and help them fix that roof without expecting anything in return. And I grew up with a mother who has a very giving heart. I remember she would always take in the elderly who didn't have a place to live, and they would stay for us for a while, and she would help them find a home. And I remember they would always stay in my room, or she would buy groceries for people who didn't have much, or she was just constantly helping people. And I also actually get this from my dad as well, but it's the culture that I was brought up in, and I feel like it's a part of who I am, to be giving and to be kind and to be generous. And I love that part of being a Filipino. And I know it's not just my culture, other cultures are like this too. And I just remember feeling so happy attending community events and the joy that I felt. And I feel like that's kind of the point of this whole video, is when we come together to help each other out, or when we come together just to experience each other's joy, it's such a beautiful thing, and it's such a wonderful thing to be a part of. And just earlier, as I was sitting down on a bench under a tree, there was a bunch of ladies dancing Zumba in front of me, and I could just see how happy they were being together and doing something that they love. And I really felt it, and it was a good feeling. And so I just wanted to share a personal story of mine about that, and hopefully all of you have your communities, and sharing the joy and giving and helping each other out. And I feel like that's a beautiful part of this life, and just wanted to share that story. So hope all of you who are watching my video have a wonderful day, and sending love to all.